guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Lauren if you're new here, and yay! Welcome back to another Taylor Swift Decoded lyric video. I'm so excited to bring you this video. I'm sorry it's taken me so very long, but I'm so excited for you guys to hear my thoughts, and as always, I love to hear your thoughts. Also, please don't mind my randomly red hands. I tried self-tanner for the first time today, and it's been quite an adventure, so if you see some weirdness on my hands, that's what it is. If this is your first time on my channel, hi, I'm Lauren. You should subscribe to my channel. I talk about pop culture, Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, and all of the things trending in the entertainment world. Alright, now let's talk about Don't Blame Me. Don't Blame Me is such an amazing song. And it was also amazing to witness the live performance of it at the Reputation concert. Seriously, it was so epic. I would say that this is one of my favorite songs. Something interesting that I was thinking about while I was writing the script that I wanted to get your guys' opinion on is that I don't really feel like Taylor Swift's music is super religious per se, but if you think about it, she does have a history of using religious themed terms here and there in her songs. For example, Holy Ground, State of Grace, Hallelujah. And it was like making me wonder about like Taylor Swift's upbringing. Did she grow up super religious? Is she religious now? Is she more spiritual? And I wanted to bring it up to you guys, see what you thought, so comment down below and let me know, because Don't Blame Me also has some religious vibes to it without actually being like a song about religion. I think it's all of the gospel hymns and the way that the music sounds. Actually, it kind of reminds me of Hozier's Take Me to Church. His song is about a different topic other than religion, and you know, I wonder if Taylor kind of went that route with this song when she was thinking of it, or just thinking of the melody. I don't know. That's just my little question to you guys, but let's start the decoding and let's begin with the lyrics. As you all know, the song starts with a chorus, so we'll start there. Don't blame me, love made me crazy. If it doesn't, you ain't doing it right. Okay, so right away she jumps into the theme for the entire song in the very first line, which is a dark and brooding love story of obsession and addiction. We know that this whole album Reputation, she's been writing it from the perspective of the media. So I feel like when she says love made me crazy, that's what she's referencing. This character that the media created. But this time, she's not denying it, she's owning it. Saying, yeah, love made me crazy, and if it doesn't make you crazy, you're not doing it right. Which I feel like is V relatable. I've definitely had a relationship that was like crazy and we were obsessed with each other that it didn't always feel healthy because we loved each other so much. And love will drive you to do crazy things for sure. Lord save me, my drug is my baby. I'll be using for the rest of my life. Then she goes into the line where she's comparing love to a drug addiction. She's telling us that she'll be using this drug for the rest of her life. This love that she has is her vice, and she has no plans on ever giving it up. She's basically admitting that she's crazy in love and saying that if loving him is bad, then Lord save me, because I'm gonna be loving him for the rest of my life and I don't care what anyone thinks. I've been breaking hearts a long time and toying with them older guys, just playthings for me to use. Again, she's taking the narrative that the media has painted for her and she's writing it into her own words in true Taylor Swift fashion. As you all already know, the media has attacked Taylor Swift for years for being a regular girl and dating multiple people. So she was literally like, screw it. If that's what you think that I do, I'm gonna write a song about it. Most of her boyfriends have been a lot older than her, and what's funny is that Joe Alwyn, who she's currently happily dating, is younger than her. Go figure, you've been chasing the older guys, but look what was about to sneak up on you, Taylor. She's literally taking what the media has said about her and is turning it into her own masterpiece of a story. She's basically making fun of everything the media has ever said about her, being like, yep, I've been breaking the hearts of all the older guys because they're just playthings for me to use because I'm that cruel. Cue sarcasm. Something happened for the first time in the darkest little paradise. Shaken, pacin', I just need you. So in the verse before this one, she was kind of agreeing with the media, being like, yep, I break hearts like I break nails. But in this verse, she's talking about how something suddenly happened to change her mindset completely. This character that she created from all of the media headlines is a girl who's used to jumping from guy to guy, but suddenly she met a person that changed her entire outlook on life and love. She said something happened for the first time in the darkest little paradise. In my mind, that's totally referencing London because they're known for their romantic cloudy skies. And then when she says the line, shaking, pacing, I just need you, that sounds a lot like the mind of someone who's addicted to a drug. When you get the shakes, that reminds me of someone going through drug withdrawals. So this character had a taste of what real love is, and now she's like, wow, I never realized how badly I need this. I'm shaking, I need it so badly. Such an interesting and kind of eerie metaphor that's very accurate. For you, I would cross the line, I would waste my time, I would lose my mind. They say she's gone too far this time. In this whole verse, she's talking about how she loves someone so much that she feels addicted to him. Which, if you think about it, is totally true. Being in love does feel like being on drugs. In fact, if you do a Google search, there are tons of articles and science to back this up. Even WebMD has an article titled, "Romantic Love Affects Your Brain Like a Drug." In it, it says, scientists found that intense feelings of romantic love affect the brain in the same way drugs like cocaine or powerful pain relievers do. The reason people are so attracted to cocaine is that it activates the area of the brain that makes you feel good. The same reward area is activated when people are experiencing the intense desire of romantic love. How crazy is that? That's like insane to think about. Love is the thing that like most everybody searches for in life. And I feel like this also just reminds us that it can be a dangerous, addictive feeling. And people can get carried away when they're in love. You make choices you wouldn't normally make, you do things you might not normally do, and it's all for love. It's all in the name of love. I think of the Beatles. I mean, I'm just such a romantic at heart that will never really stop me from like continuing to search and find love in my life, because I'm definitely someone who is in love with love and the concept of it. But I will say that you need to go about falling in love very cautiously in order to protect yourself. So in this line, she's basically telling us that she would go crazy to keep her love around. She would cross the line, waste her time, and lose her mind. My name is whatever you decide, and I'm just gonna call you mine. I'm insane, but I'm your baby. Here, she's kind of highlighting her devotion to this addiction of love, being like, my name is whatever you want it to be as long as you're mine. And then she's also like, yeah, well, it might sound crazy, but I'm your crazy person, so it's justified, right? Sometimes when you fall in love, it can become this cycle of, well, I love you so much and that might not be healthy, but that's not gonna stop me from loving you, so let's just accept it. Echoes of your name inside my mind. Halo hiding my obsession. I once was poison ivy, but now I'm your daisy. Okay, I think this part of the song is for sure my favorite part. In the first line, she's bringing us inside her mind, saying that his name is constantly echoing through her thoughts, which is incredible imagery right there. Like, that is just such a relatable line. Whenever you fall in love with someone or you're deeply crushing on them, their name is constantly running through your mind. Even when you try to forget it, it will come back in echoes. Ugh. Her lyrics just get me, like I just can't explain it. Then she tells us that her obsession is hiding behind a halo, meaning that she comes off all innocent and sweet, when really the halo around her head is hiding the dark and twisty inner workings of her obsessive thoughts. Which is also relatable AF. You know, you try to act all cool and collected whenever you're around the other person, and then as soon as they leave the room, you text your friends and overthink every little situation. Been there. And then the line, I once was poison ivy, but now I'm your daisy, is just a beautifully complicated line. So the obvious meaning here is that the persona she gave to this mystery man was once similar to an infectious itchy rash, poison ivy, and now she's giving off vibes similar to a serene daisy flower. But if you want to dig a bit deeper, like you know that I love to do, let's look at the hidden meaning behind this particular line, shall we? One of the reoccurring themes throughout the entire Reputation album is The Great Gatsby. There are a lot of lines from The Great Gatsby sprinkled all around the album, and I think this line references it too. For example, did you guys know that there is a DC comic book character named Poison Ivy? She's a gorgeous redheaded bombshell who has an obsession with plants and the environment. And in The Great Gatsby, there is a character named Daisy Buchanan, who is Jay Gatsby's long-lost lover. So I definitely think that that could be a reference right there. Also, Jay Gatsby and Daisy Buchanan were both romantically involved with other people when they reconnected in the story, but in the end, they gravitated towards each other because they just could not ignore their attraction any longer. Which reminds me of Taylor Swift being in a relationship with Calvin Harris when she met Joe Alwyn at the Met Gala. And I'm not exactly sure if Joe Alwyn was dating someone at the time, but hey, it's possible, you never know. What do you guys think? Am I stretching a little too far here like I like to do? Or do you think she planted that on purpose? Comment down below, let me know your thoughts. And baby, for you, I would fall from grace, just to touch your face. If you walk away, I'd beg you on my knees to stay. Now this verse is telling us how far she would go to keep this love in her life. She's saying that she would fall from grace, she would beg beg on her knees to keep him. Going back to what I said at the beginning of the video, when someone says fall from grace, that line kind of gives me some religious feels too, which is fitting because in her live performance, the way that she had the stage set up, you definitely felt like you were in a church or a temple of some kind. And I was just absolutely obsessed with this performance. Those gospel hymns just like gave me actual chills. It was amazing. It was ear-piercingly beautiful. I get so high every time you're loving me. Trip of my life. Every time you're touching me. Once again, she's furthering the drug metaphor by saying that anytime you love me or touch me, I get so high, and that it's the trip of my life. And when she's around him, she just can't get enough of him. She feels so high. Sounds like she can't explain this feeling any other way than relating it to being on a drug trip, which, as I said before, is a good metaphor because even science agrees that these feelings are similar. Whoa, okay. Before I end the video, obviously guys, you need to know that I am not saying that Taylor Swift does drugs, okay? That's not at all what I'm saying, so don't come for me in that sense. She wrote this song in a way that she writes a lot of her songs, with a satirical twist on it. I mean guys, let's be real here. In Speak Now, you don't think she actually went into a church and disrupted a wedding, right? Come on. She's an amazing storyteller, and that's why we love her. And in this one, she took on the storyline of a girl who's boy crazy until she finds the one person, and she becomes crazy just for him. To sum it up, basically the entire song she's saying, don't blame it on me, blame it on love. It's love's fault, not mine. I just have a really hard time believing that Taylor had such an unhealthy obsession with a guy and was like, let me write a song about it. I think that this is just an intricate, dark, obsessive love story, which is so cool. I really like the vibes of this entire song, and I enjoyed decoding it. I feel like I found out more things about it. But as always, guys, I want to know your opinions. Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I'm right? Am I stretching a little bit too far? What do you think about everything? I love reading all of your comments. I love when you guys leave me really long comments, like you answer all of my questions in one. That's amazing. Or answer them in your own individual comment. That's fine. I absolutely love it regardless. I will be decoding more of the Reputation album until I finish, and then when I finish, I will start backtracking and going over her old songs, which I'm very excited for. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. This week's video shout out goes to KM Holla. They said, my favorite thing to do in the summer is wear sundresses because they are so cute and comfy. Dresses with pockets are even better. Give me a margarita and bam, it's a perfect summer day. I so agree with you, Kayla. Agree. Summertime is absolutely the time for margaritas. I love it. If you want to be next video's shout out, make sure you are following me on Instagram. Go comment on my most recent post your favorite season of the year and why that might be. Do you like fall, summer, spring, winter, somewhere in between there? I don't know, tell me. I like learning about you guys. I hope you enjoyed this decoding video. If you did, please remember to leave it a like, share it with your friends, all of your Swiftie friends that love learning about this, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. And also make sure you're following me on social media and that you've got my post notifications turned on so you know as soon as I upload. And you can be the first to be in the notification squad. Love you guys. All right, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.